Yeah. Hi, guys. Now it's working. Now I can be sure that it's working. Okay, so I want to give you guys a quick rundown on an advanced model that I teach as a part of some things. You may have heard and seen it before. Let me just pull it up for you. It's doing the sharing thing from my iPad. Let me pull it up. You've seen this before, right? Be, do, have. You've seen this concept of be, do, have before. I just want to give you a little kind of advanced tutorial on it, on you. So this is for coaches, change makers, healers, practitioners who are working to help create change and are, through creating change for others, creating change in their own lives for themselves, right? So for yourself, for your family to be a more powerful change maker that will get better results for your clients, that will attract raving fans, that will be, more confident and certain in your enrollment calls because you know that you can deliver kick-ass results and you hold the feet to the fire because you know that you have transformational power, right? You know you have magical transformational power in your mind and your being and your words and your skills and your conviction and your mastery. And when you have that level of conviction and the skills to back it up, then you can be a really powerful change maker and a magnetic leader in the space. So I want to talk to you. Oh, hey, Catherine Boxall. Catherine Boxall is one of my fabulous graduates. So I need to turn that off. Okay. So this being, doing, having thing, right? We see the results on the outside that other people have, but we don't see the skills that they have earned by doing the habits day after day, week after week, year after year. And we don't see the being that they truly are on the inside, although that starts to radiate out as the being becomes more and more embodied, as their kind of soul purpose becomes more embodied, then the being becomes more radiant and the doing becomes easier and the results start to flow with more effortlessness. And so when you look to someone's outer results, you don't see all of the years of work or skill building or mastery that they have dedicated themselves to, but it is there inside. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on this, take you through this model of being, doing, and having, right? So there's a different model of this where being is the presence side, the feminine essence, the beingness, the stillness, the meaning. This is a development of a model that I first learned in meta coaching, actually. So this is meaning, and this can be performance. And when I realized that this very strategic coaching model overlaid with really ancient spiritual principles, I was like, ooh, that's good. I like that. So this is the feminine side, and this is the masculine side. And we know that feminine and masculine live in everybody. And it doesn't matter whether you're a man or you're a woman, you have these feminine, masculine elements. And so you could also call these linear for masculine, like linear, process-driven, sequential, ordered, step by step by step, linear focused thinking, and feminine as non-linear, as quantum, as the womby void, right? The nothingness and the essentialness of the void from which everything springs, right? So this is the non-linear quantum reality where you can drop into, through deep being, you can drop through portals of space-time, and through your imagination, through the centeredness of your being, it's almost like creating wormholes in reality where you can jump from one reality into another through the intensity, the essence, the focus of your beingness. And when you shift your beingness, then the meanings that you have around certain things change, and the way that you show up changes. So I want to talk to you about sometimes when, people present this model in a way that being and doing feel like different things. And that's because a lot of times it feels like that for us, right? We often feel like we're doing too much and we're not really experiencing the pleasure of life. And so when we're doing too much, then we get, burnout, exhaustion, drama, because we're not, we're kind of really too much in that linear thinking and do and hustle and, hustle and focus and get it done and push harder, that type of thing. And that leads to drama. And then on the other side of the scale, when we don't take enough action and we're just like all up in fantasy land of doing vision boards and thinking about it and dreaming about the things but never actually taking action, then we can also drop into drama because, you can't pay bills on vision boards, right? You can, create hyperlinks of time warps in your mind, but if you're not actually doing things in the world, then it's very difficult for people to pay you, for instance, and it's it's difficult then to pay your bills and live in the 3rd/5th dimension where we're living right now. So a lot of people kind of end up in these kind of side sections. If I go here, a lot of people end up in these side sections where they might like dream about their ideal work, their kind of ideal vision. And so this is where they're not actually taking that much action, but are really dreaming a lot. And then they might be doing some work that they don't really love, but they're doing it a lot. And so they're kind of living in this zone. So they'll do their work and go and do, and then come home and dream, but not take any action on the things that are truly most meaningful to them. And so this creates this kind of pendulum swing where you're doing and then being, and then doing and then being. But at all times, you're simultaneously living both expressions, right? You're just out of flow. So when you're out of flow, then it feels like you're in this pendulum, right, of kind of going like this, like that, right? So you feel like you're penduluming and you're not actually moving forward in the way that you want to because your meaning and your doing isn't aligning. And so how to get into that flow zone where you feel like you're living your soul path, you're on purpose, you're living what's called your dharma in ancient teachings. When you're living your dharma and fulfilling your purpose, then you are in a self-actualization pathway. And so when you're on a self-actualization pathway, then you get these moments of bliss, you get these moments of timelessness, like you're doing something that you really love doing and performing at a really high level, but you're doing something that's super meaningful to you. And so you love doing it and you just get into flow and you could do it for hours and it gives you energy. It doesn't take energy, it gives you energy. And this is the signpost that lets you know, this is like the orgasmic state that gives you the signpost that you are on the right track and to keep doing this. Like it feels good, keep doing it. And this is the pathway to your unfolding self-actualization and the emergence of higher qualities within yourself as you live your daily life. And how that happens is because you have matched the intensity of your performance with the meanings that you have given it. And so now you're living in all of this. So it feels like you're moving forward like this, but you're actually doing lots of activity, but it means a lot to you. And so you're living in this whole space of moving forward, and that's why you feel like you're in flow. So good. And so we could drill down even more into this, which is something that I do in some of my trainings, where we go deeper into, what are the elements of, what are the psychology of the mindset of beingness in terms of the meta program maps and models, and what are the meta program maps and models of doing. So, for instance, one way that it shows up is doing tends to be more detail focused, procedure focused, necessity focused, which is externally referenced and active and doing things. whereas the feminine essence tends to be more global, tends to be about possibility and inner senses rather than external senses. And so what we start to understand when we go deep into this is that these are actually living on a continuum, right? And so you start to live in this expanded sense of essence when you connect these two up, and it's not either or, it's both and you start to be able to flexibly move between any meta program sort to be able to operate in the best way for each particular situation and context, so that you can get in and out of flow no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing your taxes or whether you're performing or doing something that you love. And this is really about kind of living in this space where you're constantly doing the things that are most meaningful and taking action on those things that really mean the most to you and that you really want to do. So I wanted to talk about this for a little while. I could go deeper into that, but we won't for today. So what I've been wanting to say to you guys is that I'd love to take you deeper into this. I'd love to support you in expanding your skill set so that you can be the change maker that you know you'd like to be. So if we come back to here and go, instead of how can I make money doing what I love, right? If I want to be a change maker and I'm stuck in this kind of loop where, I'm doing some action, some work that doesn't fulfill me right now, doing some kind of drone work, some kind of job that I don't love, but it's paying the bills, but I'd really love to be doing my kind of soul work and I'm dreaming about it up here. How can I make money doing what I love? Well, we want to shift that into how can I create and receive value in a way that is meaningful to me and that fulfills me and it is an expression of my unique passion and talents. And so there's two elements here. There is kind of your beingness, which is your transformational essence. Transformational essence, right? This could be your this is mapped out in your gene keys, which I can also teach some kind of some elementary stuff to start to access into that. So there's this, your transformational essence, the essence of who you are, your life experience, your way of looking at the world, your passions, your unique gifts, right? That's your essence, the essence of who you are. And this, if it is not matched in equal measure by skills, right? By skills, by practice, by action, by, sequential steps and systems of behavior change, right? If you're a change maker, then you need to have the skills sets, systems, procedures, step-by-step formulas that create transformational value. And also you need to know how to drop into and access and utilize your transformational essence within the context of being a change maker, right? Or a coach or a practitioner or a healer, so that you can start to find this flow zone where your skills match the bounteousness of your essence, of your transformational essence. And so this is where I feel and see that there are a lot of really powerful intuitive healers that are not making the impact that they could be making and that the world needs them to be making, because they don't yet have the skills, systems, and procedures to have that sense of conviction in their linear masculine sense, so that they can get out there and, do what they need to do and create and receive value in a way that is super fulfilling and is making a difference to themselves, but also to the world. So I kind of went quiet about this for the last week after Lionsgate, because some new things were coming through. And I was thinking about creating a new training about how to kind of live in this transformational essence, and then deliver this piece around the growth collective, which is more around the skills and systems in action. And then I realized that they actually needed to be combined and a part of one holistic training. So that's what I'm going to do. And going to bring in this transformational essence training that was going to be a separate training. And I'm just going to loop that into the Growth Collective to help you unleash the change maker, the true change maker that is within you, because Lord knows we need change makers in the world right now. We need change makers on the planet. We need every single one of us to stand up, to help the people that we're called to help, and to help change minds, because we need behavior change in the world. People need to be doing different things. And in order for them to do different things, right, they need to have a shift in their consciousness, because when they shift in their consciousness, then the doing becomes easier because their meanings have changed. So if you would like to know how to do this, and, you know, this has kind of whet your appetite, and you're like, oh my God, what were all those other slides? How do I get in on that? Then let me know. And just drop a emoji below, some fun emoji, and I'll get in touch with you and let you know how you can be a part of this, how you can be a part of this collective, to be around people that are change makers, be around people that are aspiring to bring out and embody their greatness, and use that in a way that supports them to live their best life, and everybody that they touch to live their best life, so that you can truly be a transformational change maker. I hope this has served you. Let me know in the comments below if there are other things about coaching, about being a change maker, about starting out on your journey as a coach, healer, practitioner that you would like me to cover. Let me know in the comments below. I will start doing some more of these Zoomy, webinar-y live streams soon. All right, lots of love. Bye.